Well, there we have it. All right, sound is working. All right, welcome everyone to the live stream. Yeah, let's see what trades we potentially can find today. Looking at EU, but I want EU to grab extreme liquidity, meaning I want EU to grab this liquidity, these lows over here, because I think that, yeah, that's what it takes. We have to break bearish in order to go bullish. That's what my strategy is all about, right? It's all about going against the masses, going against the majority. And that's how we do it. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. We have to break bearish in order to go bullish. So let's see how far price wants to drop. Pretty keen to see what will happen next. I do believe that we might see price pushing just below this low and then starting to push up, because it's in line with what GU is showing us. But from GU, I really want price to grab that trend line liquidity as well, just as an extra confirmation to go along. So both pairs are setting up for longs, but we need to wait for confirmations to go longs, right? That's the darn simple thing about it. We can't even draw a trend line like this, right? We have a low, we have a second touch, and that's way more in line in what we see right now. Good morning. Good morning, good to have you here. Let's see how this will pop up. Keen to see how this will play out. I'm going for EU. I'm going to wait for extreme liquidity to be taken. Yeah, it's better to be patient here, to wait for that perfect setup to come to us instead of chasing it. Middle of Asia is just a no trade zone for me in general, although I do believe that we will get a nice entry from here, just because price is in a resistance, price has trend line above, there's just tons of liquidity resting there. Trend line liquidity has been grabbed already, so the buyers that were entering from this demand, entering from this support, and entering from this trend line are already wrecked. Now let's see if there is an entry. It's not an entry that I will take, but yeah, obviously let me see if there is something for you guys to take. Personally, GU looks better because why? GU is still in this bearish range. Remember that yesterday we were looking for longs here. We took a beautiful long. Why? Because we are in a bearish range. Price action was stepping up, did a bearish break of structure, came up in top supply, did another bearish break of structure, meaning everyone is looking for shorts, and that's what we want to achieve. We want everyone in the other direction so we can go against them. It's that darn simple. Reading price action will become more easier if you understand how structure and how other traders and participants are looking to go into certain directions. I'm keen to see if GU wants to sweep this and how low EU wants to go, because if EU comes for this extreme point of liquidity, I'm pretty interesting to look for a long, but we have to wait and see. Simple, we have to wait and see. We're not going to take unnecessary trades, unnecessary risks, right? It's just not what we want. If there are any questions, put them in the live chat, because I'm happy to go over all of the questions. So yeah, darn easy, right? Pretty easy. Let's see what will happen in the upcoming half hour till an hour, and if we can catch something. That long from yesterday was just pretty clean as it's It was a good one. It was a good one. Okay. So it's currently in that trend line or pretty close to sweeping it, but we want price under these lows at the minimum. And the thing is, if we look at the hourly chart on GBP USD, I think this is the structural low, and with EU, this is the hourly structural low. So EU is just a bit more close to what we potentially want to achieve, but let's see how GU is reacting to this level. Let me delete this one to get things a bit more clean. This is the trend line. Trend line has been swept. So all the early buyers that were entering from here are currently wrecked. Same goes for EU. Same goes for EU. Let me see if there's a 1 minute. Yeah, look. You might get a nice entry from here. It's a risky entry. Be aware, but it's. I will do something like this. We have a 10 pip stop loss. That's in the support. That's not how I like it, but anyway, let's see how it unfolds. Oh. What if we sweep the highs again, take early sellers, and would you consider selling into the liquidity? No, absolutely not. I won't consider selling, just because if we would sell, look, we always want to buy or sell into the major liquidity. We don't want to buy or sell when the major liquidity has been taken. In my opinion, major liquidity is above because we have a huge resistance. We have a trend line on EU. So that's not something I want to be part of. Same goes for GU, major resistance, internal resistance, bearish structure. No, that's not something what I want to do. And looking at the DXY, it might go lower following with the overall structure, and that's not something I want to go against. So no, that's not something I would do or even consider. But let's see how low it will go, because if EU decides to come for this area, well, I might look for a long. This is also an opportunity that we might going to catch on. But let's see. There was a little bit of internal liquidity there that has been grabbed. I wouldn't be surprised if price just wants to rock it off. Easy. I wouldn't be surprised. EU looks pretty clean for a potential long, but then again, look where the stop loss is. It's in the support, what makes it risky. But yeah, this could be a trade that you can take. It's not my ideal trade, so it's not what I'm going to take anyway. But yeah, could be slick. Could be slick. How's that 5 minute looking? Yeah. I think this easily could be the trade, but then again, yeah, I'm not entering of this, because look, we're trading. It's all about discipline. It's all about staying put and true to yourself and to your system. And my system tells me that this is risky, especially with my stop loss in liquidity, right? If my stop loss is in the liquidity, yeah, how stupid can I be? That's just darn stupid. If my whole strategy is based on liquidity and my stop loss is literally in a support and around an Asian low, yeah, that's something that I'm not going to take. This is a trade you can take if it's up to you, and if it comes and if it breaks this area, but for me, it's a no-go show. 100%. No need to take unnecessary risks here. And this is how you become profitable. not taking trades. How crazy it may sound, but the key to profitability is not take trades. And what I mean with that is that we're only going for A+ setups, and this is an A setup, but it's not an A+ setup. It simply isn't. So I won't, putting my money on the table for this trade. Although I do believe this is the trade, and I truly believe that price will rocket from here. But I'm happy not to be in. I'm very happy not to be in, and that's key. That's just key. We don't have to be in every other trade. We simply don't. Is there any pair you want me to go over? Because honestly, I'm happy to answer more questions, look at more pairs. For me, it's just waiting for price to come to these lows. If not, then well, I'm happy. What is Paige saying? I've definitely learned that. Yeah, I mean, you see the results, right? I mean, in the beginning, in your trading journey, you want to grab every single trade that's there. But the more experienced you will become, the more you understand that trading more is just not how this game is set up. It's less is more, better setups, and this is how you, I mean, currently I'm scaling my prop capital. No, it's not my entry. I'm not taking it, but if you want to take it, you can take it. It's an A setup, but not an A+ setup. So this is not a trade I will take. Not my trade, but you can take it on risk, obviously. What I want to see from price is that it comes down, takes this liquidity, and then moves up. That's what I'm going to look at. So this is my trade. This is something you can take, but not my point of view. Now look, currently I'm trying to scale up even more in prop firm capital, and how can I scale up in prop firm capital? Well, obviously I'm doubling down on my risk, meaning that if I double down on my risk, I will risk 2% per trade instead of 1% per trade. This allows me to scale faster into prop firm capital. But if I'm taking unnecessary risk, if I'm taking trades that are just not clean enough, then the whole strategy of me doubling down on my risk is just nonsense, and it would only set me up to lose more challenges. Now, what I want to have that extreme, perfect A+ setup, and then take that double down risk. V Capital Club asked me if I want to look at AUD, USD, and obviously, of course, I will. Oof. For our structure, what can we see? Delete this stuff. Oh, wait, no, there's some interesting stuff there that I don't want to delete. Interesting, price is in an area of supply, which also happens to be an area of resistance. So I mark this out as the liquidity. Going into hourly structure, have a look at what EU is doing at some point. Looking at hourly structure, obviously what I want to see is a bearish break of structure from that supply, because what do we need? We need an inducement of sellers. So if we break bearish, now this top supply is where sellers will come in, and this is what we call a potential sell trap. However, we do have a huge gap in the market, and that makes it kind of risky, and for me a no-go, because we don't know how low price can go. We can search for more potential liquidity. We have a trend line which is lining up with this area, meaning that I'm not a big fan of AUD USD, and I won't trade it, to be honest. What will happen on EU? I'm not so sure. Any other pairs you want me to look at? I truly believe this will go from here. I'm not gonna lie, but looking pretty slick, to be honest. If this is for me a 1 minute entry confirmation that I'm happy to take every other day. If price was doing this over here, if price was in this area and had shown this price action, I would be in. That's for sure. That's for sure. Right, definitely ask your questions in the live chat because that's where I can help you all. Not showing the power that I really want to see from an entry, so definitely disregard this setup. I'm going to wait for here. Way better. This is the setup that I'm looking at. If it comes, it comes. If it doesn't come, it doesn't come. Good morning, Mike. Happy to have you here. All good. Looking at I mean, you could look at an entry over here, but for me that's way too aggressive. It's way too in the middle of the Asia, which happens to be a pool of liquidity as well. So, no, I'm looking for price to come down. Yesterday we had a beautiful trade from here, which rocketed off to our take profit and banked us some nice profits. So that was pretty nice. That was pretty nice. I was waiting for price to develop a bit more, come down, take this liquidity, and then we're happy to go long. It's that easy. It is that easy. All right. Yeah, it's the waiting game now. It's the waiting game. Let's see what will happen next. Yeah. I mean, everyone in the VIP profited from that trade. I even believe that someone got funded after a few calls in the VIP, which is amazing. The guy is, I think, 3 months into the program where we help him to achieve profitability in these markets. But he's taking the same trades as I do, and yeah, so this is the beauty of being in the right community, because it can help you to grow your funded account soon, starting to make some money, and then learn from these setups, learn from the live calls and everything that we're doing, in order to make those setups himself. So yeah, pretty clean. Very happy for the guy. But we all profited from the same trades, because yeah, if I see a trade, if for example, if this trade comes all the way to this support and takes out the support, I'm going to share the whole trade in the VIP, because YouTube has a delay. YouTube has a delay, so yeah, we have to be understanding of that. Let me see. The monkey asked me to look at GBP JPY. All right, GBP JPY. What's that? Oof. All right. Interesting price action. So understanding this from a higher time frame perspective, we can clearly see that overall structure is bullish, come back down into this demand, and slowly internal price action is stepping up. We have to understand that most people will look for potential shorts from these areas. Why? Because they think the market won't go any higher than that, right? So we have that, we have a potential trend line, first touch, second touch, and by the third touch is where more sellers come in. So it's building up liquidity, that's for sure, and pretty obvious. But I also see a huge as daily support. I see an area of support over here with a huge gap in the market. And yeah, we have to take account of it. It doesn't mean shit overall. I mean, anything can happen, but we have to take account of it. Now, what we clearly can see is, again, price comes into another form of supply. This is, again, potentially setting up sellers to go short. We have more internal liquidity as well towards the upside. We have a trend line over there. Let's see what we can find from this price action. I don't know. I still have the feeling that we are in this area of support because these wicks are, yeah, we failed to break through. So this is a resistance. Then we come back down, push up, come back into that area, which also happens to be a little area of demand over here. So it looks a bit trappy. So what I would be waiting for is price to step down, do a sweep, 1 minute entry confirmation to go long. That's something that I would be looking at if I was trading GBP, JPY. We have to understand that there is a liquidity low over here. So you have to cover that with your stop loss. But a 10 pip stop loss will do the job, I guess. Understanding liquidity, we have more over here. So the thing is with GBP, JPY, if you have a choice, if you have room to just be okay with not taking this trade, I would wait for a bit longer because it's just a bit risky. It's just a bit risky. Yesterday would be very nice. Look, if yesterday's price action came down, took out this area, we had an internal bearish break of structure from an area of resistance on top of there, that would be an easy long, that would be an A+ setup. But that failed to sweep the liquidity. So yeah, obviously that's a little bit of a pain in the ass, but overall, yeah, waiting for price to take out more liquidity before it moves potentially towards the upside. Again, let me know if there are questions. This looks good though. Doesn't look too bad. Doesn't look too bad. You see, this is why I never ever enter in the middle of the Asian range. It's just choppy, there's no strong movements. We always want to wait for all the liquidity to be taken and then we will see a strong move. And you can look at liquidity like this. We have a car and the car is running out of fuel. So in order for the car to move on, we need fuel. We need the car to be tanked, to be fully fueled up, and then it has the power to make strong movements like we see over here, right? This is where we entered yesterday and it grabbed the last bit of this area of liquidity. We had sellers induced, we had trend line liquidity, we had everything that we needed, and when the market took all that liquidity over here, it just rocketed. Look at the power of the movement, and these are the trades that we want to take. These are the trades that we want to take. No other trades. Fuck it. Euro GBP. Let me check. Euro GBP. Noticing that you're trading a lot of different pairs. I personally like to stick to, wow, huge ass higher time frame resistance. This is the sell trap. This is where the liquidity is. 100% sure. This is where the liquidity is. Does that mean that price has to go up right now? No, absolutely not. But if we get price and we see the trap slowly starting to build up, well, that's where we can anticipate on potential trades. But I must say, this price action is shit. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. this is shit. I cannot trade this, to be honest. Simply because I don't want to be buying where everyone else is buying. Rise, demand, price comes in, potentially lower area demand, price comes in, that's a bullish break of structure. It's stepping up to clean. It's just stepping up to clean. This is, I mean, if you understand market structure to a basic level, you could trade this just by going long from every demand, right? You could do something like this. Put your limit in, expect price to respect these lows and target, I don't know, the old highs. But this is never ever a trade I want to take. It's never ever. And I can already see why. Well, support down below, 2 wicks, equal lows, whatever, give it a name. It's support. And the support is even bigger because this is the whole support. So where's the liquidity internally? Well, in my opinion, it's over here because too many buyers are in profit. And when one side is in profit too much, at some point it has to grab the liquidity. It's simply, right? It's pretty simple. That's what happens in general with these markets. Make this an invalid trade. What I would look at for price is wait for price to come, induce, right? Bullish break of structure, give SMC traders, market structure traders the illusion that price wants to go higher. Wait for that bull trap to be swept, then wait for 1 minute or 5 minute entry confirmations to go long. This is a trade I would take. This is a trade I would never take. I will never ever go long where the majority goes long. That's not how it works. The game is rigged, the markets are rigged, and the sooner you understand that, the sooner you will reach profitability in these markets. So what I do is I stay onto 2 pairs. It's EU and GU, so Euro US dollar and GBP US dollar. Those are the pairs I'm trading, because if you are focused on too many different pairs, you will set yourself up for losing trades. Why? Because it's hard to get a very good understanding of 20 different pairs out there, because every pair has its own characteristics, like every product, like the ES, the NQ. You can trade it, and even with the same strategy that I'm doing, but you have to first backtest the hell out of it. You have to understand the characteristics of these markets. How does it sweep? How does it react on a London Open? How does it react on a New York Open? And not one day. No, you need to know it for over a year how it reacts, because this is where your entries will be. This is where you take the trades. So you have to be very aware of the trades you take and when to take it. That's very important. So my best advice always is to stick to 1 or 2 pairs, understand those 2 pairs to a T, get the hang of it, be profitable on backtesting, and then slowly, when you're making some money, you can expand your arsenal of trading products and tickers. But first, start slow. There are opportunities on every single pair, 100%. There are endless opportunities in these markets. Doesn't mean you have to grab them all or be searching for them all, because you will give yourself a pretty hard time. But that's my opinion, and my opinion obviously is not what really counts. You can do whatever the F you want. That's how it works. After that huge ass surge, silver is thinking, well, gold has grabbed this liquidity. And now you can see support is there to be taken. Demand with liquidity below is the trap. This is the trap. And this was the entry, I think, yesterday or tonight. This was an entry for tonight. Breaks bullish from an area of demand with support, internal support below. It's a simple trade. This could be a simple swing trade. Is gold sweeping on support right now on the 1 hour? Absolutely, gold is sweeping support right now. But again, we're not taking trades after the support has been swept. No, we only take trades into the liquidity. So there was a short opportunity tonight, 2 o'clock Amsterdam time. But sure as hell, we're not going to trade this or looking for longs. It's so risky. We always want to buy or sell into liquidity instead of trading when liquidity has been taken, right? Very, very important to understand. This is where, lots of beginner students of mine go wrong, which is, I do get it. I mean, you could think that the market will spike up now. I preferable wait for price to, for example, what I want to see from price is that it's starting to show me that it wants to go higher, come into a supply, starting to slow down, breaks bearish, leaves resistance on top, and then long, instead of going long here and take the gamble that it will go higher. Because if you go long here, it's a gamble and it's not a trade. It's not a redefined edge that you're using in these markets. If you're using my strategy. If you're using any other strategy, well, I don't know. It could be. It could be. Any more questions on any pair? Because otherwise I'm going to end the live stream and I'm going to go live with the VIP, going over the strategy. We were waiting for price to come down lower. If it will, I'm not so sure if it will go down lower. But now is the time to ask your questions. Otherwise I will go on with the VIP and the course mentorship students to get our edge redefined and become even stronger and better in these markets. Right, if there are no questions, well, I'll leave it there. If you want to learn the way I trade, I have some links down below to my Whop, but also to the Discord. I have a full video course mentorship on my strategy, and we do daily live calls, daily support from the Discord to help you achieve profitability in this market. So if you are keen, if you want to take this endeavor to the next level, well, definitely jump on. If not, also perfectly fine. We'll see you on the new live stream tomorrow morning. I will update if I find a trade in the Discord, but I have to be honest, I'm not so sure if that will be happening today. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you on to my next live stream, which will be tomorrow, and maybe I'll see you on the winning side in the VIP. Cheers, have a good one.